they have enough talent to beat us, especially on their defensive end. I could definitely see our O-line just completely collapsing from Nick Bosa and those guys. So, I don't have the confidence in myself to say that we'll win another game this season. No.
Yeah. So. Yeah. All right. I think this is the big question that we got to answer in this episode. In my opinion, this is the most important question that we have for the rest of the year. Come 2025, I'm going to combine, I guess, a couple of our questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
Not only what should the goal be for the rest of this season, but come 2025, what do the Bears need to do in this offseason to be a contending team next year?
That's a good question. Obviously, the obvious one is coaching. We got to make sure our coaching is actually legitimate and not a bonehead like Matt Eberflus. But I think it's going to come down to coaching and also team chemistry, right? Can we be able to somewhat repeat, not the record, but can we repeat those good games that we had, obviously, this season, and can we translate them on to next season? We have to make sure that if it is Thomas Brown, to make sure that, obviously, if he's performing well, to make sure that he really works with Caleb in the offseason to get him ready and get him ready to go. I had seen this interesting TikTok video that my dad actually sent me a couple of weeks ago where it's this cycle of where we draft a new quarterback and then we fire the coach and then we bring in a brand new coach. So let's say if Matt Eberflus does get fired, we bring in a new coach. That chemistry also has to be very, very well in order for us to even be able to win games next season. So I think it's a combination of coaching and team chemistry. I thought DJ Moore and Caleb Williams got off to a little bit of a rocky start this season, but obviously now they're a well-oiled working machine. I also have questions about Keenan Allen as well. He's been kind of inconsistent this season as well. But definitely those are my, I guess, one or two biggest things in order for us to be a playoff caliber team next year.
No, I think coaching, I agree. Number one priority. Number one, spend big on a coach, whoever it is.
Yes.
Make sure they're competent. I would also say key number two is to improve the offensive line by all means necessary.
Yes, that too.
I am going to look up really quick offensive linemen that are hitting free agency. Yeah. But, hey, if we're 4-13, that means we're going to have a really good pick. I haven't done a lot of scouting yet, but there are some good linemen in this draft.
Yeah, there is.
And clearly the offensive line is the big issue for the Bears offense right now.
Yes.
And the Bears need to spend resources to fix that. I'm going to look at Spot Track right now. Let's look at left tackles. Garrett Bowles is a unrestricted free agent. Ronnie Stanley. Let's look at right tackles. Morgan Moses, Trenton Brown, Mekhi Becton. Mekhi Becton has been sneaky really good this year for the Eagles. Zach Martin's going to be a free agent. James Daniels, old Bear actually. Kevin Zeitler for the Detroit Lions. I don't really care what the cost is.
Yeah.
I don't really care if it doesn't fit, if he's a little older. You need to provide a good offensive line for the Bears. Ryan Kelly, the center for the Colts, unrestricted free agent. There are options in free agency. Open up the checkbook, spend on offensive line, use premium draft capital to do so. Because we just talked about the Lions. How good are the Lions, right? They're the best team in the NFL.
Yeah.
From just maybe the Chiefs. But a talent perspective,
in NFC at least.
Offensive-wise, they're the best team in the NFL. Their offensive line is ridiculously good.
Yeah.
Penei Sewell, Taylor Decker, Frank Ragnow. They are awesome. And that's part of the reason why they're able to do whatever they want. It's because Jared Goff has
all the time in the world,
45 seconds per play to sit back there and read the defense.
Yep.
I got Jameson Williams over there, and I got Amon-Ra St. Brown over there. I'll just dump it off to Jahmyr Gibbs, and he'll take it 50 yards. That is exactly what they want to do offensively. So spend on the offensive line, draft offensive line, and get a new coach, I think is the key for the Bears. In 2025,